Well, I pulled out another 1 1/4 and 1 1/2, so I'll be going with 4 in the field. Aloha guys, I'm going to be showing you how I add assist hooks for my slow pitch jigging from the shoreline. So this is the 1 1/2. This is a Tracershot. So what I normally do is I look at the hook. The top part and the bottom of the hook should be roughly as wide as the top and bottom part of the jig, which it is. Normally if you use slow pitch jigs have a tendency to do that on the drop, okay? That way they can stay in a strike zone. So this Tracershot here is not bad the way it is, but I want to enhance it. Now on the larger ones, like say if this is a little bit larger, a little wider, I would probably put a dual hook rigger off on the back, but let's see what I'll do with this one. Now this is a assist hook, but as you notice, it's the same size. It's a 1/0, so you can use a 1/0 to have one in the front. This is for having 2 in the back, which would be kind of neat. But maybe I would do one setup like that, and the other one I would use a number 1, which is a little bit smaller. But I think I'm just gonna go with the safest thing, 1/0 on this one, because this is the heavier one for whipping from the shoreline, the 1 1/2. So generally I would use this with a little bit heavier rig, so it should be able to withstand a bigger hit. So as you can see, 1/0, 1/0, same size, except this is a double. Now as you can see, there's already a split ring on that, which is good. I mean, it's really good to have that. So I'm just going to slide it on here. There it is. Looks kind of cool because it acts like a fly, it gives you that kind of look. That means I can save the cost on my split rings, because split rings aren't cheap. So there you go. Looks really cool, yeah. So to attach this to your main line, I would put on either a ball bearing swivel or just a swivel attached to the ring, and you can do one of two things. You can have a short leader, like a 2.5 foot monofilament or fluorocarbon leader, and tie it to a ball bearing swivel, or do what I like to do is sometimes I'll just put a ball bearing swivel on this, or just put a larger type of swivel on it. Let me show you. So you can do the ball bearing swivel such as this, right? And this will give you a nicer lower profile to go by, or do what I like to do, use the ball bearings, this type of ball bearing swivels, and I tie my line directly to this, and I just clip it to that, and either way works well, just personal preference. So I looked at it, and I got the 1 1/4 and the 1 1/2. I'm just gonna put the trailing assist on the 2 larger sizes here, and on the smaller ones, the 3/4 and the 1 ounce, I really don't need that, to be honest. Okay, here we go. This one's on. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to do these 2. It should be good enough. And the other ones I have here, I'm just going to use them as is. The reason I came to that conclusion is I look at the hook gap. That's the distance between the hook at the point here to the shank, and it's wide enough. I mean, I'm good with these two sizes. Trying to fix up anything a little smaller, it's actually a waste of time and material. Also, so it's good to use good pliers. These are aluminum pliers by Mustad. I like these. They're very lightweight, and you got the clippers on them over here as well. So the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to target a species of fish. It's going to be a saltwater fish. Here in Hawaii, we call them papillos, which are small jacks. Papillos are basically jacks under 10 pounds in weight. When you reach 10 pounds or more, it's regarded as a lure or a GT. So something like this would be a papillo killer. And the type of hooks here, I would say about 1.25 pound size papillo would normally hit something like this. Now, normally like a 1 pounder could do it, but it's going to be a little bit harder. So this way here, the size of the hooks will determine the size of the fish I'm targeting. And there's going to be times where the fish is coming up from behind, and these just might be snagging hooks, but whatever works, right?